Hi.
Hey,
Hey, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
And
together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Yay!
Hey!
All right.
So come on over, TikTok folk. Come join us over here on YouTube Live. We'll come here every Saturday and Sunday as we can at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And we're here just to, talk about whatever while we have a nice cup of coffee. Just join us for a cup of coffee on a Sunday, Saturday and Sunday morning. We're here to uplift the LGBTQ plus community. We can talk about all kinds of topics, though, and especially if you type in what you'd like to talk about, that makes it more fun. So we get a variety of conversations going. Hey, look into my eyes and survive anything, and Christopher and Tawanya. Good morning again. This is Renee from TikTok, right?
Yes.
Right.
Good
And
morning.
remember to minimize the chat and click on the thumbs up button to
That's
push
right.
the algorithm out so everybody knows we're here.
I only see one thumbs up right now, so I need at least 4 more going on right now. Come on. You got okay, there
we
went
go.
2. Come on. You can do it for me. And then it helps push the algorithm out. People know we're on here, they end up having fun. I am so impressed and happy and thrilled about the amount of people. I'm sorry, little pieces coming out. About the amount of people that have been watching our YouTube and enjoying it. I get messages from people saying thank you and that was a really good subject and all that. And you can't imagine how thrilled we are to just know that there's people that are enjoying watching us.
Right. And so if you're enjoying and you haven't said anything, it does matter if you just write a brief comment. It does matter.
It does matter.
Because then we know that we're doing the right thing.
Right. Right. And that's what people say, is that our topics and that us just being there and showing people that, there's 2 older lesbians out here having fun, how nice that is and how it touches them.
I have to admit that it's still hard for me to think of myself as an older lesbian. I can think of Edie as an older lesbian because of her maturity sometimes. But
yeah. I can be sometimes I can be mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just a little while ago, she told me I act like I was 5.
Yeah, well,
I told her, no, I'm 9.
Yeah. Hey, Liz.
That's so gay. I know. I know. So we were just talking over on the other chat
about.
About.
What were we talking about? Oh, one thing we brought up was news about this boxer. His name is Patricio Manuel, and he is transgender, the first apparently transgendered boxer, female to male. He started boxing professionally in 2018 after his reassignment and gender reassignment. And he is so happy. He said that he had been, he'd won like 3 titles in women's amateur champion, but playing now boxing, it really as a man, he feels so much better for the first time in his life, feeling really good about it. And he was 3-0. He won all these fights until just recently, which is why the news came up. Boom, 21 seconds, he was down. Hey. But he's got a good attitude about it. He's going to keep playing and keep hoping everybody will be in his corner.
Well, you know what I was saying too, and him, boom, 21 seconds being knocked out really didn't probably have anything to do with being transgender.
No.
There's been other boxers that have been knocked out. Now, you know yourself, when you step up into the ring against anybody that is a better skills than you, chances are you're going to get your head knocked off. You're going to get your clock clean. Now, I see a lot of people have been talking about Mike Tyson's coming back. And when Mike Tyson, he got a fight coming up here pretty soon. Now, I don't know much about who Mike's fighting and everything like that, but I'm going to tell you, anybody that step up in the ring with Mike Tyson, you can be good. You can be great. And chances are you might even win. But I'm going to tell you something. It's going to hurt real bad. It's going to hurt so bad. You better have the ice packs laying there ready for you right away because it's going to hurt. So another thing I want to talk about is, you guys, how about, what's her name? Dawn Staley.
Dawn, let me look her up
again. Dawn Staley, there it is.
Dawn Staley. That's what I thought.
Right. Okay. Dawn Staley is the coach for the South Carolina, the women's team.
Basketball team.
Holy crap. Dawn, I mean, I don't follow a lot of people because I don't have time for all that. I'm so busy with all my own little projects going on and hanging out there doing everything I can hang out there and doing. But I'm going to tell you, that Dawn Staley is one heck of a coach. Not only is she one heck of a coach, she's one heck of a woman. That woman is fine. She is fine. You know what she is, Judy, right? She's fine. I'm gonna tell you. And then, okay, not only is she fine, the woman dresses like we can only dream of dressing.
You were telling me that.
That's
what did
right.
she do?
The other day, the last jacket that she had on for that last big game was a $4,000 leather jacket. Now the jacket is not $4,000. The jacket's going for $8,000
so if you want to get it now that
you should have bought it. You should have bought it last
jacket.
week when she was just wearing it. You know, if you really want that jacket. But I mean, everything from her sweaters to her shoes. I mean, it matches perfectly. She's almost like me. I mean, she. If she got on she wouldn't even wear the crap I wear because the woman makes like $40 million. You know, I mean. She's just her, but the team anyway. I want to give the team a little shout out, like because they were just one heck of a good team, and they didn't lose a game the whole entire season, and then they finished it out with the title, and she was just very good.
I was so busy working and didn't even get to watch the game. Do you think I can find some games like?
It was fantastic, and I did get to see the very end when she won the award, and she was like crying and broken and everything. It was fantastic, just fantastic.
Yeah, I saw the news.
Also, I don't think she's ever really come out as a lesbian, but she has a very good friend that is an assistant coach on the team, and I don't know, you know, I mean, I don't care who she sleeps with because she ain't sleeping with me or her. But I mean, she wants to come over. She could.
I knew there was gonna be more.
I would put. Honestly, if she let me have some of her hand-me-downs, I'd lose weight. I'd starve tomorrow if I could have Dawn Staley.
Now that she's going to be able to name her price again, and she can get more expensive clothes, she can probably give you that $4,000 leather jacket.
Her hand-me-downs, I would lose
and
weight.
You'll need the shoes to match.
My diet starts today. If you contact me, Dawn, and tell me, Edie, you can have some of my hand-me-downs. I'm starting tomorrow. I'm going on.
If I can contact her, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my God!
Anybody who got close ties with Dawn Staley, let her know.
Yeah.
Let her know, Edie, it would be really like to have some of her hand-me-downs and that she will lose weight to make it fit.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm going to start jogging tomorrow, too.
She's like fit.
Oh, I love it when you watch her dance, too. She'll be out there and she'll just be out there and just start dancing. And the girls all look at her because she's a little older. You know, they all look at her like, oh, my God, there goes Coach again. It's almost like when Mom starts getting it in the grocery store. And you think, oh my God, Mom, stop dancing to that song. I did it to my kids all the time. You know, it's like, you know, some song comes on. It's like, I remember I used to.
She's like 50 years old.
I used to do it to my kids. We'd be walking in the grocery store, and all of a sudden I'd hear a song, and I'd say to them, I'd say, wait. And they'd say, what? I said, I just can't help it. I just can't help it. I can't help it. I got to dance. Yeah. And they're like, oh, Lord,
Dawn Staley, she's got her, you know, she's got her win. She's got her money. She can dance and break out dance whenever she feels like it. Because, so what?
Okay, wait. I got to tell this story, too. I saw this online. And this is not one of them ones that I read. This is one of these ones that I actually saw it with my 2 eyes, right? With my 4 eyes. I saw it with all 4 of my eyes. They was playing the game, right? I don't know which game it was, but they commenced to fouling each other. The girls started playing hardcore. And I'm telling you, these girls they ain't no powder puff ball. This is some serious stuff they be pulling now. They said, bam, bam, you know, they start fouling each other. This girl fell down. And when she fell down, her weave fell off the back of her head, right? She was laying on the floor. Her hair was probably about this far away from her head. You know what? One of the girls from the other team reached down on the floor and shoved her hair over to her head. The whole entire squad, not just their team, the other team, all gathered around this girl that was laying on the floor with her hair knocked off. and they all kind of like sheltered her from the camera so that nobody could watch her go through any kind of humiliation. And I'm gonna tell you, when you get them kind of girls together, you can't keep them down. This is a sisterhood that we can only dream of in real life. You know, we can only dream of girls
Yeah.
and women getting along like this in real life, where they're there to help each other and hide each other from, because I mean, you know yourself, you've seen women that have had, like, accidents or something like that. And I mean, sometimes people will never even say anything to them. They just like, oh my goodness, look at her.
Don't say anything.
Look at what she got on the back of her. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so to think that those girls all gathered around her and helped her put her hair back on. And so one of the girls went over by the coach, and the
But
coach,
the coach is like, what's going on
Dawn
over
Staley,
here?
right?
Yeah.
She's like, what's going on down there? What's going on? She's like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And one of the girls looked at her and she says, hey, so and so knocked her hair off. And she's like, oh, okay. And she just waited till everybody waited till she got. I mean, even the umpire stepped
Yeah.
back out of it, because it was like, in normal situation, when you get that many players, I mean, it was like 10 players all
Yeah.
gathered around this girl. The umpire he stepped in there at first. And then when he saw what was going on, he stepped out of it and let those women all get together and take care of her, take care of her needs and get her back up on her feet so that she could go to the dressing room or wherever she needed to go.
You can't see it, but I'm crying over here. I'm just so.
Yeah, but it's just wonderful to see, something like that go on, and to think that there's women like that out there, and that the world has, I mean,
yeah, you've got these teams that are competitive is crazy, right? They're competitive and they're going to win the game, but they still see each other.
Right.
I mean,
they see each other better than women have seen each other a lot of other times.
Yeah.
Because so many are just out there being evil to each other and stepping, and they forget the fact that we're all supposed to be in a sisterhood. We're all supposed to be lifting each other up. We're supposed to be casting our votes to make sure that we lift each other up.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I try real hard to stay out of politics, but when it comes down to anything that has to do with the LGBT plus community, has to do with being equal rights and and who we need to be for our people, then I'm about it. I'm about it. I'm about making sure that, hey, you need a ride over to cast your vote? Call me. You live close, you need a ride, send me a message. I'll swing by. I'll pick you up. I'll make sure you get up there to the poll, because sometimes,
especially when some of these towns move the polls, like they move them out of public transportation,
right?
People can't get there unless they have a car, and some of
these
people don't.
I think it's important that everyone that lives in an area like that, where they make it difficult to
they've got no
vote,
Uber or anything,
and there's no Ubers and all this, and they just pick up your neighbor, take her in the car, just go get a cup of coffee on the way home, or whatever. And I mean, you don't have to even, honestly, the truth of the matter is,
celebrate I voted breakfast,
right? You don't even have to agree to vote for the same person. Right. You just got to agree to go ahead and be glad that you had that opportunity. Because I'm gonna tell you, my grandparents, they used to get up every election day at 6 o'clock in the morning and have a real quick cup of coffee and maybe a piece of toast or something, because they was always worried about the blood sugar, right? And they would go on off to election. My grandfather took pride in being the first person at the election booth and standing there in his pride. He came originally from Carbon Hill, Alabama. And Carbon Hill, Alabama does not sound like a place that a Black man would probably have a wonderful life. So when he came up north to be able to enjoy his life and have his wife and have his children, one thing he did make sure he did every time was to go vote. So anyway, I guess I can let that go now.
Well, I just have one comment. I remember, some years ago, there was one country where people all of a sudden everybody got to right to vote because they'd been suppressed. And they had a photo in the newspaper. The line went on and on and on.
Right.
It took days for every person to cast their vote. And I would put that picture up every year here on Facebook to remind people this is not to take for granted.
They some places make it so difficult for people to cast their vote that they're trying to like control it by that.
Yeah.
You know, you figure if we don't allow, how about the one where you're not allowed to give them a drink of water? It's 110 degrees out there. 110 degrees. Everybody's standing in line.
Yeah.
They done made their way to the pole, but you can't give them a drink of water because that means you're bad. What the heck is that? I mean, if anything, you should be able to roll up there with a big cooler full of ice waters and be able to hand them out to everybody. And, you know, I don't care who you vote for. You shouldn't have to drop dead to do it.
Well, and here's another thing. We're talking about voting. Especially if you are the LGBTQ plus community, run for office.
Right.
Run for office because we need you. We need your representation. You know, we need you. So anybody who ever thinks about it, do it. So the most I ran for office, I was a Democratic committee woman. And I chose to do this because way back, you know, many years ago, the gay community got together and said, hey, we need committee people. What the committee people is, we were doing it for all parties, right? It didn't matter which political party, but you go there and you vote the party ticket for the candidate to support LGBTQ rights. And so I actually did that and it made a difference. I've been out of there for years, and the politicians in office still know who I am.
Right.
They still know what I want.
And
they
guess
still know
what else?
I stand for.
They know me as her wife, and that's pretty darn cool. You know, I knew I had celebrity status when I ran into you.
Oh,
I could just tell.
So if you don't want to be on the school board, or you don't want to be mayor, or you don't want to be city council, or you know, there's other ways to be
in a
political office that makes a difference.
I think the opportunity to be on the school board is a wonderful thing, though, because you get a chance to help with the influence of the fact that you know, all that book banning and all that kind of stuff. You know,
right. So we were just talking on TikTok this morning with, you know, one of the viewers that come on there. She works in a library, a school library, I guess, in Baltimore, and you know, they have gay books there. But what she was concerned about is a lot of kids that won't go to the gay book section because they don't want anybody to see they're looking at it. So she puts the book integrated with all the other books.
Right. But I felt like they ought to have 2 copies of every book and put them in with every other book, but also have a nice little gay book section or a book that involves trans or anything like that.
So the gay kid can find each other.
Right. So when you look over and you see a little Sally over, you can say, ooh, Sally likes gay books too. And you go over there and be hanging out. Well, I mean, not you. But I mean, you know, I'm not talking grown. I'm talking, you know,
the students.
Yeah, the students can go over there and and then that way they find each other and everything. It doesn't mean they have to find each other to date, even though that's a nice thing too, because it's hard. It's hard enough when you're a straight kid to find somebody you want to date. But I can't imagine just being a gay kid and wanting to, because nowadays you're allowed to go to the prom and all that kind of stuff.
Right. I mean, all depending on where you live. I have to keep remembering that too.
Right.
You know, but where we are in Pittsburgh, you know, it's a city. It's very, you know, very mixed population here, very progressive politically. So, I mean, not as progressive maybe as some cities are, but, you know, it's a safe haven if you're transgender and you need some medical care and your city doesn't provide it, or, you know, Pittsburgh does. They don't block it.
Okay, let's run down through some of the stuff that's written here.
Right. So Tawan is saying...
She's saying, good morning, everybody. I had to go back to work today because she had a week off for her birthday.
Yeah,
now, that's bad as me. Take a whole week off for your birthday.
That's good a plan. And Deborah's saying hello and good morning. Tawan, she's big bad. That must be about Dawn Staley. And survive anything. Love Dawn. That's North
I love
Philly
Dawn too.
Right there.
Yeah. She is. She's unbelievable. You know, happy Saturday from Gloria. Fuzzy Bear says, good morning, Edie and Judy and everyone.
And Jane says, good morning. And Margaret says, hey, Rainbow Grannies.
Surviving Anything says, that's
how it was here at first. People become complacent in the U.S. More than likely, I'll be running for something within the next few years. It feels
that'll be great.
Let us know. Anything. We'll be able to give you a shout out as much as we can. Right. What area do you live in? Survive anything. A political safe haven I think to gays anywhere these days.
So I need for a couple more of you to minimize the chat and click the thumbs up because we just need a couple more and then that'll show.
Okay, you're in Philly, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Adley.
Oh, wow, you're still over in Israel. Well, it's good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good time and not out in that heat. Is it real hot in Israel right now?
Yeah, probably probably would be already. So yeah, so and you're in the afternoon there.
Yeah.
Nice, late
But she
afternoon.
couldn't help
Your
it. She had to
coffee's
come
done.
over here and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were just suggesting that, people, we
Not
were
too
talking
hot.
about Dawn Staley for one.
Right.
Damn. That girl is fine. She is. She's fine. I mean, I
So
don't see
if you
nothing
didn't-
bad about
If you
her.
didn't have me, and if she didn't maybe have her, you'd go meet her, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, heck yeah. I might still. Heck yeah. Maybe I'll give me one of them t-shirts.
What t-shirt?
One of
I'm
them
a Dawn
ones.
Staley fan.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them.
There
Yeah.
we go. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dawn.
Made out of leather. So
Let's
survive
see.
anything that Dawn Mayo is not an ally. And people shouldn't get distracted by party affiliation.
That's
Come
right.
on down to Philly. She comes home a lot. Ooh, there you can go meet her.
Ah.
Okay. That's good. She's headed to Paris now.
Oh,
No, Dawn Staley. She's the coach for the
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina women's basketball
Gamehawks.
team. Just won their
Or
championship.
Gamecocks.
I know. I don't understand the
No, but
name.
it's a cock. It's a rooster.
I know.
But it's
They should change it by now.
I don't
you think?
understand it, but it's a rooster and they
I
call it a cock, and I don't know why, but I think it was probably a cock before something else was called a cock.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So gamecock.
Yeah, something else probably got called a cock because of the rooster.
I don't know, because how would it have something in common?
Well, because
there?
roosters are,
What?
studs.
Oh, stop it!
What?
Roosters are mean.
Well,
They are. My mom used to tell me stories about when she used to have to go out to the outhouse, and there was a rooster that was like guarding it, and like
Yeah.
she'd have to like her brother would distract it. He'd
Yeah.
distract the rooster, and they'd run. And then she remembered one day they had a stick, and they had to like beat the rooster off of them just to make their way back to the house from the outhouse.
that's
And
awful.
I mean,
I stayed at a bed and breakfast once, and yeah, roosters. There was a couple roosters there. They were mean. I stayed away from them. Yeah, I'm putting
That's what
down
they
the
say.
coach's name because some people actually don't know who she is.
You got to check her out, Adelaide. You got to check her out. And if you can get her to come visit me, I've already said, if by chance she decides to give me some of her hand-me-downs as far as clothing, that I'm going on a diet today. I'm going to start jogging every day. I'm going to do a mile. I'll do a mile to start out with, jogging a mile and watching what I eat so I can have Dawn Staley's hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Her feet look small, though. I can't wear her shoes. I won't be able to do that. But
Yeah, but you'll go. I wonder if she had any coach because you got coach shoes already.
I think her stuff is much more expensive.
I think
than,
so.
Than my
I mean,
coach stuff.
if it's like $4,000 jacket that's now gonna cost $8,000.
Hey Amber, good morning, Edie and Judy. How are you? We're doing
All
just
right.
fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. That's what we're doing. Yep, we're hanging in there.
And I was like, wow, I don't know if I should replenish the coffee. It'll be my fourth.
It's going
coffee
down really
today.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do today?
I'm gonna have a boring day.
What do you got to do today?
I gotta try on my clothes, my good clothes for a conference my work is putting on, and so I gotta see if they fit me, and if not, I gotta go shopping. And so I'm really hoping they fit me because I know Edie would love it if I go shopping.
Well, you know what?
You don't like to go clothes shopping.
No,
with
but
me,
there
remember?
was another outfit
I'm
up there.
awful.
I woke up this morning thinking about this outfit that I didn't buy while I was at the store the other day. So if you do need to go, there is this outfit that I want up there.
Okay.
But you know what, guys? This is exciting. You ready? Exciting for me.
Yeah.
Judy's job, she has me going with her to this trip that we're going to in Seattle. And I get to be a blogger for her job. So I went out and I bought all these really nice outfits so I could like step it up a little bit because I didn't think the tie-dyed hoodie might be okay. Well, I might wear it, but we'll see. But I did buy some. So I'm so excited because I actually get to be like a blogger. Like I get to say, hey, wait. Hey, Judy, are you having a good time at the conference?
I am. I'm having a really good time. I'm meeting tons of people, and I got a job interview.
Oh, a job interview.
I got a job because I'm graduating, and I finished my postdoc and I want to work in industry. And there are people from industry here. And
Oh,
I
that's
got a job interview
fantastic.
here.
I am so happy for you. This is over the top, you know?
And I won the poster award, and I won the Science is Art award, and I won the karaoke.
Hey, well, you do me a favor.
Award. Yeah.
Can you make sure you go on X, the former Twitter,
Okay.
and make sure you type something wonderful about what a good time you're having, so
I'll
that
do
it
that.
makes sure it gets out there and everybody knows how successful this trip's been for you. So anyway, that was me practicing.
Yeah.
I thought that went pretty
I
good.
think so.
Thank you.
Yeah. We can do some more practices. I can be like the real shy person who just stares at you.
That's when I need to wear the outfit with the cleavage. That's when I'm pulling out a little bit of the cleavage. We're going to Seattle the end of this month. We'll be in Seattle for a week at the end of this month.
Does the new job mean you might move? Oh, it's not a new job.
Oh, no. She's
not a new job.
No. She was pretending for the person that I'm interviewing.
Right.
I'm going to be interviewing a whole bunch of people while we're out there. And guess what? Our kittens have this lovely lesbian kitten watcher that's coming to stay with them while we're gone.
Yeah.
And she is going to lay here on the couch and let them purr and give everybody lovins while we're gone.
Because, you know, lesbians and their cats and dogs, they're really good to them. They are so good to them. And there's only 2 cats here. I don't know if she'll know what to do.
Yeah. No, let me be real clear on this. We are not moving. Judy is not getting a new job.
We were play acting.
Yes.
We must have play acted so well.
Right. We were play acting because I'll be doing a blog for her.
And she's going to be interviewing
and
people.
I'll be interviewing a lot of people for her while I'm out there. So I got to kind of practice on how to do this to be engaging. And see, she was an easily engaged person. A lot of times when you're working with certain people, they're just like,
people are shy. They're especially camera shy.
Deer in the headlights. So anyway.
I mean, we know that here. I mean, we've got a lot of friends that said, come on YouTube with us, let us interview you. And it's like,
yeah. Or the ones that do want to come on camera are extremely quiet. Yeah. So it's a lot of work. Yeah. You know, I mean,
you know those game shows and the people are like, like I was watching the game show Password yesterday with what is his name? He's so cute.
Yeah, Fallon.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Should be Fallon.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody there, though, the actors he brings into play are like, but also the contestants are like, you know, like the one guy was voguing. He did. And he was, he did a performance.
And he got down on the floor and he lifted his leg like up over his head. Ooh. He lifted his leg up over his head and just like, I mean, he was really into it. You know?
If you ever wonder, how do these folks get to be contestants on these kind of game shows?
I think they have to be gay.
Well, he was, that's for sure.
I watch that other show too. You know that one, not Price is Right. Well, it too, but the other one.
Also, and then Let's Make a Deal.
Let's Make a Deal. I feel like to be on Let's Make a Deal, you must have to sign up through some kind of gay app.
Yeah.
Because everybody on that show is just as gay as can be. If you're not gay, you're just a regular school teacher. I mean, that's all they are. There's a regular school teacher, and then there's somebody gay.
Oh, so when they look for gay, they're probably looking for like the gay folks who
oh my
not
God.
shy.
But these people are so animated. I think you probably
because I'm saying a lot of our friends are gay who would not come on camera with us. So, I mean, I wouldn't come on camera with us. It's just that we had the pandemic and Edie started doing TikTok and she said, hey, Judy, why don't you do this? It's like, I would never have done this. But something they say about marriage, when 2 people come together, they create something new as a couple. And that's what happened here. So but anyway, so those game shows, how they get those contestants, they look for them on TikTok and other places to see who are the really outgoing kind of people that they might want to have on their show.
Because we were lucky enough that they did contact us for this game show and they had us try out for it and everything. We didn't make it.
No, because you really needed to be physical. Like
you had to be able to
you got to be
on
Dawn Staley's basketball team, and like we didn't make the team.
I probably just bring her cups of water. If they let me be over there on the bench and just bring Dawn Staley cups of water, I'd do it. I'd pay her to bring her cups of water. How's that? Gatorade. I'd bring you Gatorade, Dawn. You know what? They don't fool around. I'm going to tell you, I mean, because if anybody knows about Black women in our hair, we don't fool around with our hair. And you know what? You don't see ain't nobody dumping no water on Dawn Staley's hair.
Oh my God.
When they had
Oh my God.
no, they had
Yeah,
like
really.
confetti flying from the air. It was pink confetti just flying from the air. And they said to her, she's laying back like this. She got her hands up in the air and she's enjoying life. And they said, "You like confetti, huh?" And I thought, yeah, I know she like confetti because you better not pour no water on
Gatorade
her
or
hair.
anything over her head.
Oh,
yeah.
no, this ain't happening. That girl jump up, do a karate chop and a flip and a back spin and just
If
boom.
anybody tried to do that, besides protecting her, that person is not going to live to see another day because
my
everybody's going to jump on somebody who would try to
God.
do such a thing.
No, we don't play. Don't be dumping no water and Gatorade and nothing like that on our heads.
Yeah, what is your favorite place you've traveled to? Ask the question first.
Let's see, who is that looking behind you?
I know. I keep looking there. It's like, I don't know, did a deer walk by? Sometimes we get some
we
deer
do have a
walking
lot
by.
of deers walk by.
Mm-hmm. You were joking.
Yeah,
I know you were.
Might have been Michael Myers or Jason. Or it could have been Minnie Mouse. Let's see. What else?
Well, you know what? One of the greatest places we traveled to was Berea, Kentucky. I had a blast there. Never heard of it before. We went to Kentucky for some research I wanted to do for a play I was doing on, and then we looked for a really nice like bed and breakfast place to stay. And it was in Berea, Kentucky.
This big, like almost castle-like thing in the middle of downtown Berea, Kentucky.
Right.
Beautiful.
It's like
beautiful.
a college town. I don't know that there's what else is there. It's a college town. It's a free college. The students who go there have to work.
Right.
And their tuition is covered. And when they have a test or something coming up, people, forgive them their work shift and let them go and study.
Right.
And it's like, if we'd have known about this.
Yeah, our kids would. I guess there's like 11 of them in the United States here that they were talking about. These are colleges that, there's no fee to go to. And it's a beautiful little town. Now, I can't even tell you what the room looked like. But I remember what the lobby looked like and the bar downstairs.
And the food was
beautiful.
Good.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
I kind of remember the room. The room, it had kind of like an old-fashioned, like Victorian look to it. I have
no idea. Yeah. No idea what it looked like.
And we were driving by this little, coffee shop kind of place, and we saw a pride celebration happening there. So we hurried up. Yeah, we hurried up and went into a parking lot and hurry up and change into a pride shirt and went over to the coffee shop there, and we had a pride celebration in this tiny town. And people recognized us.
Yeah.
And that was cool. They knew Rainbow Grannies. That was a fun trip. The kind of trip we take when we're just going on a road trip and we happen upon someplace new. I love that. And meet new folks, and I love that.
I'm trying to think I get really...
Hawaii. We had a nice time in Hawaii.
Yeah. Hawaii was really good.
It was Oahu, the island of Oahu.
I can't believe I had that much energy. We hiked all the way up the mountain to the waterfalls and man, walking stick, but we did it.
Yeah, they have walking sticks all there.
I'm going to cough.
Sure. We're gonna see if we can continue this morning. Edie's having a little bit of a health problem, but in Hawaii. So there was you go up to this waterfall. There's this hiking trip up to a waterfall, and so they had all these hiking sticks available that people could just borrow and use them to go up there on the hike, and then you come back down and drop off. There was a place along the way where this tree kind of had this curve in it that everybody sat there to get their sweetheart pictures taken. And that was good. And we went on a hike on a volcano. Not an active volcano. It was a volcano that was actually used for a while by the military and then became a national, a public park place that people could hike up there. And that's where Edie got very competitive because there were a couple other women who took off the same time as we did. And for Edie to get motivated to keep climbing to the top, she wanted to get there before they did. And we got to this one point where they were ahead of us. And she said, they're going to reach the top before us. I said, no. I said, you can go on this path going this way, or there are these steps that go up this way, straight to the top. And so we went up that ladder, a ladder of steps and through a tunnel and made it up to the top first. And Yeah. So I'm gonna see if Edie makes it back here soon.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, she's coming back. But anyway, Hawaii was a
Yeah,
really.
I was
We did a
listening.
helicopter ride over the island, and they have this TV show NCIS Hawaii, and they shot scenes in the convention center where my work was holding a conference there, and I thought maybe if we get to go back someday, I hope that NCIS is shooting and that maybe I can be a walk on.
Oh boy.
I'll look for that.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I think what we've been on about.
Barbara's here. Good morning, everyone.
I'm still trying to clear that out.
Yeah. Well, we need to close up early. We can because we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Adelaide, are you still here? Let's see. Anyway, Adelaide is over in Israel right now visiting family, and so if you happen to see a hot lesbian from Ohio in Israel, then her name's Adelaide. You say, hey, I know you. You must be Adelaide, the hot lesbian from Ohio.
What I like is that she took some photos of like some apartment buildings that have the rainbow flag draped down, and that's what we do everywhere we go, right? Everywhere we go, we look for rainbow flags.
Yeah.
And then it's
so we were over there too. We were in Israel, and we had a wonderful time and stuff. We were at the what was that? The Dead Sea, and the Dead Sea was hot. I'm tell you that it is so hot. For anybody that's never been in that hot situation, I'm gonna tell you, the Dead Sea's so hot that they got big shade things out in the water so that the sun don't just beat down on you. That's how hot it is. It's so hot that I coated myself down with mud. They give you buckets of mud to coat yourself down, that the flies was biting right through the mud to bite me.
I wanted Jessie to continue going to Berea, but she wasn't interested. Wow, so you knew about it. Wow,
yes.
So we didn't even know about Berea.
Beautiful area, beautiful college and everything, yes. But
I have a hunch our kid would have said no too. But
if
they didn't have a choice, that would like, well, Mom is not paying for your tuition then.
Megan just wouldn't have went, neither would Phil. Phil went where he wanted to go because,
Yeah. But hey, anybody who really, if you want to go to college or your kids want to go and you don't have the tuition, check out the college in Berea, and then find out what the other ones are.
Yeah, because I'm sure they all have their specialties.
They've got they get a good education there, and they got your college degree,
and it was diverse.
With that debt.
I was really surprised. Yeah. It was very diverse because we saw a little bit of everybody in the community. So we're going to let them go, and we'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have some kind of great subject to talk about. If you want to, feel free to type us in
the comments, type some topics you'd like to talk about tomorrow so we can bring those topics up.
Right. Because it'll be replaying this. Share us with your friends. Make sure you're following. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell so that you get a notification each and every time we put up a video. We love getting up on Saturday and Sunday morning doing this. We like talking to people, and we get so many nice comments on how, we're doing so much positive things for just being here and talking about whatever we're talking about. So if there's something you'd like to talk about besides Dawn Staley, and how fine she is.
I'd like how you can introduce Edie and Dawn.
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be, you know what? Mm-hmm. I think if we had an opportunity to interview Dawn Staley, that's all we need. That would take us, next thing you know, we'd be on the Today Show. Because that's where I want to be, on the Today Show. I would like to be on the Today Show because we interviewed Dawn Staley.
Because you guys dressed alike, except that you get your stuff from Goodwill.
I could lose my mind and pour water over her head so she'd just beat the crap out of me, and everybody'd say, "Remember that lady that got crap beat out of her on camera that day with Dawn Staley?" Anyway,
boy, oh boy.
I thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.